Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is the time and the date set for sentence in the matter of People versus Carl David Lockhart. File number is 26147FY. Are you Carl Lockhart?
Yes, Your Honor.
We've met, but I need to identify you for the record. You're here with your lawyer, Ms. Rhonda Ives. Also present is Matthew Huff from the Probation Department, and Abigail Stoll from the Prosecutor's Office. This matter is complicated. The defendant was charged with domestic violence as a felony, third offense or subsequent offense. It was reduced to domestic violence, second offense, and was scheduled for sentencing today. He pled guilty to DV second on February 17th. The defendant is on probation to Judge Pattison in a malicious destruction of property case, I believe is the underlying charge, for 24 months in file 251367. This plea violates the probation in the underlying case, and I believe we discussed that at the time of the plea. Mr. Lockhart, do you understand that this plea would be a violation of your probation and the earlier probation that was from December? Being convicted of an offense, a criminal offense, while you're on probation is a quintessential violation of probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're willing to proceed with sentence here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, let me give a little background and some disclosure here. I have exchanged emails and discussions with Mr. Huff, and he stopped in this morning to talk to me. Neither counsel was present. We reviewed his probationer status report, and he has 2 incident reports from the jail. Rhonda, do you have copies of those?
I do not. I don't know who prepared them, but no one sent them to me.
Well, I was just handed them a minute ago. Abigail, you probably don't have them either. Would you give these to Ms. Ives? Lauren Frank, bless her heart, has also been heavily involved in Mr. Lockhart, as well as Stoney Summey, our our veterans coordinator. And we've run out of good answers. No, is it doing that thing again? Just a minute. Rhonda, tap your microphone. It's been doing a thing where it just locks on me. I'm gonna put it on overall. Let's try that. At any rate, the defendant is presently on a probation to Judge Pattison. There was an earlier domestic violence where they attempted to get him into a aftercare treatment program, but the defendant did 93 days rather than enter the program. Then he was placed on that probation, and after he was released, he got arrested on this offense on January 29th. He has been in custody since January 29th, and the matter, I think, has 41 days of jail credit in this case. Defendant is already on probation to Judge Pattison, and when this case is completed, will probably be subject to a probation violation and an attempt to find a solution. This is a troubling case in that it's at least the defendant's 3rd assaultive case. It was a serious assault on the complainant, Ms. Kloosterman, and it isn't the first one. I handled one back in 2022. Mr. Lockhart is an intelligent man. When I see him, he's always calm. The 2 incident reports that Matt provided, for whatever they're worth, indicate that he's continued to be involved in assaultive behavior at the jail as recently as earlier in the month of March. So he is a defendant without a clear solution. But people are looking for one, and I commend them for that. Ms. Ives, what would you like me to know?
Well, Your Honor, without getting Mr. Lockhart into some type of inpatient treatment where he's reprogrammed, has a new set of goals, a new outlook on life with skills to address his substance abuse disorder, his own mental diagnoses, which I will not state on the record, but the court certainly has the report in front of him, or in front of you, Your Honor. So I think that he needs to be cognizant of all of these things that have impacted his life, or the recidivism on this for Mr. Lockhart is just not going to end. I just can see him continually back before, Your Honor. I was part of the case with Judge Pattison. I had been representing Mr. Lockhart up through the final sentencing, in which she had, I think Attorney Harden took over at the sentencing because she had another file with Mr. Lockhart as well. So she completed that file, but there's just, I think giving him a 6 months jail sentence doesn't necessarily help us at this point. He needs a program, he needs a plan. And that's what I would add. I know he's interested in treatment. He has indicated a willingness to go. He was indicated a willingness to go on our last case. Here's the problem. He got released, and once released, reverted back to whatever he had been involved with. And so here we are again. Thank you.
Well, Judge Pattison and I've tried to fashion a sentence that he couldn't get out. He had to go directly from jail to treatment. But somehow the maximum was served minus good time or something, and he got out. And then here we are again. Mr. Huff and I, for what it's worth, don't disagree with what you just said. The easy thing to do would just give him 365 days in jail. I'll be retired by the time he gets out, and it'll be somebody else's problem. But I'm afraid he's going to kill somebody or seriously hurt them. And I don't want to throw in the towel. I want to have some sort of a treatment option rather than just give up. Ms. Stoll, you've inherited this difficult case. Do you have any input here?
It is a complicated case, Your Honor, so I'll leave it to the court's discretion.
Well, Matt has a really good handle on this. Part of the problem, Mr. Lockhart, is some of your cases have been with me and some have been with Judge Pattison. It's sometimes just how things are assigned. I have dealt with you back on Rock River Avenue in 22, maybe another case after that. I don't remember if I had the drinking driving case or Judge Pattison did. So you're on a probation right now in file 251367 for 24 months. That is a 1 year probation. I mean, a 1 year maximum sentence. So I don't need to put you on another probation. You're already on one. And you've got about 270 days or so left in the 1 year sentence. Mr. Huff, you've got more insight maybe than anyone. You've had a number of conversations with Mr. Lockhart. You did a pre-sentence report in the previous case. You've been tracking this, you found the incidents from the jail. What's your input here?
Well, Your Honor, I've been, as Ms. Ives and the court's already reflected, we've all had some history with Mr. Lockhart here. I feel like I've probably been his biggest advocate over the last 6 years as he's been coming into contact with the courts with new cases. And I've tried to work with him in the past on meeting rehabilitative goals. And unfortunately, we're moving in the wrong direction here. I'm very concerned that he had this new domestic violence within basically a month of being released with the same individual.
And it was a bad one.
It's a bad case. I'm concerned about the jail reports that I found out that this was going on at the jail. I don't know the context. I don't know if someone's calling them names. I don't know if somebody's hitting it first. They reviewed the footage and they say that Mr. Lockhart was the aggressor. I don't know. With that being said, I don't know that I'm ready to just pull the plug. This might be about as close as we can possibly get before there's just no consideration for probation anymore. But if the court's inclined to give him a jail sentence here, and he serves that jail sentence without any sort of issue, I would not object to his probation continuing on the other file, and then maybe we can get him connected to some long-term rehab. If he does that, maybe he can get his life turned around. But he's going to have to come to terms with the fact that he's going to be separated from his local environment, from the people he knows and loves, and he's going to have to just go out on a limb, take a step of faith, be in an uncomfortable environment, and take full advantage of that. The biggest concern I have right now, if he were to be placed in a rehab center, especially one that is a relatively new resource for us at Guiding Light in Grand Rapids, is that if he's not ready to do that sort of stuff, as indicated by these jail reports, we don't want to send him up there and then have that resource go away because we're sending bad referrals that are just causing problems. So it's a concern. I don't know if that's what's going to be on, but it's just some of the things that factor into the equation that I think is worthwhile mentioning. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, this is a bad case that deserves some sort of a consequence. I'm inclined to work with him if he can kind of clean up his act in the near future. He has the pending probation violation that will be scheduled. And I think that's all that I have to offer the court today.
All right. You make a good point. We're always looking for placements. Ms. Frank and others, we've got a good working relationship with a number of places, Bear River, some others. I don't want to burn the bridge if we send Mr. Lockhart up there and he spectacularly fails. They might not take anybody else from our county. I'd like to think that he would go there and be successful. Mr. Lockhart, there's a lot going on here. There's PTSD. There's probably a bipolar disorder or other mental health issues, and your lawyer didn't really want to go into all of it, but also there's methamphetamine, which it's hard sometimes to tell methamphetamine from mental illness, and methamphetamine can trigger mental illness. And I think methamphetamine's been in your background for a long time. Then you throw in opioids, you were dabbling in heroin, and that didn't hopefully stick. But you got a lot of anger. You're one of the angriest guys I've seen in a while. But when I see you and when Matt talks to you, you're intelligent, measured, you accept responsibility and all this stuff. I don't think you've denied any of it. Even this most recent one, you acknowledge you punched her in the face. So you've accepted it, ownership of it. But what do you want? You're on a treadmill that never turns off. So what would you like to tell me?
Honestly, Your Honor, I was thinking that this guiding light was going to be pretty much my last effort at anything. Like chance for substance abuse, counseling, treatment, mental health. I mean, the program at the end of it was even going to help out with my housing.
Yes, and employment.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I've been dabbling in the Bible since I've been in jail, and it was even Christian based. I just want to be a dad again, honestly, Your Honor. Like, through all this, I'd like to just be able to go back to boring, to be able to sit on my couch and play video games and watch my kids. Like, I don't want to be this in and out of jail, having my mom come here and see me do this all the time.
Well, those two, playing video games and watching kids, are not two compatible occupations.
My daughter plays a little bit herself, yeah.
Well, Centerpoint is not a dead issue. One concern I had is if I use up all of Judge Patterson's jail time, he doesn't have much time to work with. I think the way Matt and I calculated this, when I was thinking about my sentence, he'll have at least 180 days or so to deal with. I'm going to order 90 days, credit 41. That leaves 49 days to do minus good time. In the meantime, this conviction violates your probation. Mr. Huff is going to file a probation violation petition. Then Judge Patterson can see you at the end of this next 40 days or so and make a determination whether residential placement would be appropriate with jail hung over the top of your head. So there's no sense for me to do another probation. I've been struggling with this since last week till I finally understood the whole ramifications of probation you're already on. So the fine is $0. I'm going to waive the attorney fee as well. There's $125 of minimum costs for 2 additional days. So 49 days minus good time is approximately 40 or 42 or so. That's certainly enough time to file the probation violation petition, bring the matter back before Judge Patterson. Lauren at the jail is still plugged into this. This gives her 40 days. We're also going to see how you do at the jail. I didn't like reading those reports. You can keep them. But in one of them, they say you were bullying somebody else and you were the aggressor. You're not going to last very long in a residential treatment program for that mindset. And at some point, if one of these happens again, the prosecutor's not going to reduce it to a misdemeanor. They're going to hold the line and they're going to send you to prison. You want to be a dad, and I think that would be best for all concerned.
Your Honor, can I give these pages to?
Do you care, Matt, whether he sees those reports? I don't know if he's entitled to have those or not.
I don't know if I don't have any objection to it. He's gonna see them eventually. I don't know if the jail has any policy on the incident reports.
Maybe the jail doesn't want him to have them, but the allegations are that you can ask for them at the jail. Once you return them to Mr. Huff, and you can share them with Judge Patterson.
And I will get a copy of them.
Yeah, before you leave here.
Probation. Are you on the probation case?
I don't know. I don't even, have you even filed a probation?
Yeah, it's filed.
It's filed?
It's just the petition hasn't been issued yet.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll be appointed or not. Jordan Harden was the one that did the sentencing in that case.
I think
so
Jordan's
if
got
you
that case.
find it relevant and you want these, I can get you a copy.
Yeah, I would like a copy of this. Thank you.
Rhonda, before you leave, could you, Mr. Lockhart, you're good to go. I hope you can get some calm time at the jail and they can get you into a treatment program and we can alter the course of history.
Carl's back in court for his third DV, the angriest guy that the judge did see. Is it drugs, is it bipolar? No one can say, but he's punching folks in jail while he's tucked away. He wants to watch his kids and play his video games, but Middleton says those things have different aims. He's got 40 days left in the St. Joe jail. When he gets out, he can go straight to grave.